In the name of Allah, the condemner, as we, Jabrayameen, the representative of Allah, the King on earth, have warned many times of crimes against the weak and of crimes against the public and nations, which are the slaves of Allah, the One. And we said you cannot kill the public and nations for the sake of military tyrant rulers, whether of any of the two sides, Russia or USA or France. You can't kill the public for the sake of tyrant military rulers of USA, nor of Russia, and nor of France, the current tyrants of the world. And since we have warned many times, like millions of times of that, and we have distributed millions of messages concerning that, and you insisted on doing that, now we will condemn and destroy and torture those who have ignored our warnings. And the condemnation begins with this movie, with all of its blood and destruction and torture happening on you who have disobeyed the warnings and who have broke the warnings and who have done opposite of these warnings. You are now in hell. As you have done, it shall be done to you. As you have sinned, it shall be in you. As you have done crimes, it will be your death, destruction, torture, and finish. Those whose initials begin with S, H, S.H. Now it's your blood, it's your turn. Those whose initials is J as Joseph and O as On, it shall be your destruction and torture and death. May the anger and curses be on you and your followers and ranks and soldiers, and 1,000 shit on your face as you are being distracted by Allah the One. Allahu Akbar! وقادين الله أكبر أديا الله أكبر أديا وقادين والعظام. I leave you with your assured fate and assured fate, the condemnation destroying you. Those are crimes that you have done through decades and years on the public and people and honest nations of Allah the One, to the sake of the most tyrant military criminal devils. And to the sake of the army and its intelligence or other security system intelligences or other parties such as Russia, Iran, and their allies, or Saudi, USA and their allies, or France and its allies, we mean the rulers of these sites in 2024. Those military, tyrant, criminal, condemned nations are now being distracted as a result of their sins. الله أكبر وأدين وقع الدين والعذاب. Those who have done a good deed try to save themselves from the torture and curses by this good deed, except those enemies of Jabra Yamin and the most enemies of Allah, the One. Their good deeds is shit and worthless. Only death on them.
We'll make this right. And we'll wait for you at the chapel. This better not be the last time I see you. Understand?
The mirror of your bad deeds and crime is now being viewed on this movie, as you have done with the symbols of your crimes now getting you.
Was meant as an escape from the eternal conflict. And yet, here we are, again. I gave you free,
And with you was Jabra Yamin,
and you squandered it.
Nidal Farhad, the Lebanese,
On a crusade you don't understand.
struggling for justice with Allah, the One,
When offered free,
God.
a poor legacy for my gift. Without